Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Thirsty Thursday, February 21st, 2019. This is a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together on just about everything you could possibly think of. Please email me your suggestions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in. Let's do a live discussion, 805-994-0606. Let's get this sucker going. All right, we're going to start with Fox News. And believe me, the news is all over the board today. Every person has a different one on there. So you be the judge. Starting with Fox News, I'm not going to get too into it, but it's money to burn, and it's spelled B-E-R-N. It's a picture of Bernie Sanders with a couple of houses in the background. It says, Socialist Sanders lives 3 home-high life while preaching wealth redistribution, saying how he's a millionaire and has all this money, but he's preaching this left-wing socialist stuff. So there you go. That is what is on Fox already starting. I mean, that's their main thing. We already know that. Come on, guys. Come on, we know it. Move on to something different. Move on to something different. He's a left. He's an extreme lefty. He's not, I mean, I wouldn't, anyways, he's extreme left. Don't, let's move on to something else. There's other news in the world to be putting on as your main one online anyways. Maybe it's not the main one that you're doing on the news channel. I don't know. Move over to CNN. This man could shed light on Trump mystery, Senate witness says. A source alleges a U.S. businessman could have information on whether Russia has embarrassing material on Trump. The Senate wants answers. Of course, CNN, not to bash them, but of course they're always going to be pretty much going after Trump, but you know, he's easy to go after, so there you go. And breaking news on CNN, I'm just going to throw this out there. Jussie Smollett is arrested as he faces felony charges. More on that maybe in a little while. In our big news, that kind of big and you'd have to read into it, but U.S. and China are sketching the outlines of a deal to end the trade war. So there you go. The U.S. and China have started to outline commitments on the stickiest issues, apparently making progress toward ending a trade war. There you go. So could all this shit that Trump has been doing with the tariffs and all that, although I was totally against it, could it be working? Could this be his end game? Who knows? Maybe, you know, like I said, I think he's probably made some good decisions while he's in office, and probably, you know, his being pretty much an asshole when it comes to dealing with some of the Russia things and, you know, the North Korea and stuff like that, being kind of hard-nosed. Maybe that's good, but again, I'll say he is not a leader. That's the fact, Jack. Moving over to USA Today, there's an article there. It's called Blackface KKK. In review of 900 yearbooks, they found blatant racism. So they went back and to the 70s and 80s and collected 900 yearbooks and found just all kinds of racism back then, college yearbooks and whatnot. So there you go. Read that article. I wish one day we'd get over all this, really. BBC, here's just a sad story. Fire in historic Dhaka district kills 78 people as of right now. The fire spread quickly in a tightly packed central area of the Bangladesh capital. And if you ever seen pictures of some of those little neighborhoods in those old places like that, how they're just all crunched together and just everybody's all tight and wires hanging everywhere, I think that's what this was. And it's a sad story, so hopefully, you know, our prayers go out with them. And there's something about a wedding party may have been involved, but anyway, that's very sad. Moving on to MSNBC, Stone faces consequences of attacking judge on Thursday at a Thursday hearing. He attacked him online, social media. Now he could be hit with a gag order and or have bail revoked. That will happen today. That we'll know that at 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. For all you Easterners out there. Moving over to sports, if you're a big Zion Williamson fan, he blew out his shoe yesterday in the first minute of the thing. His shoe literally exploded, and he kind of hurt his knee, but it's just a mild knee sprain according to Coach K. So there you go. That's good news. And that's really all the news we're going to do on the sports. And they did lose to North Carolina 88-72. So there you go. That's probably had a lot to do with him not being in the rest of the game, because it was actually 0-0 when that happened. I saw the highlight. You got to look at the highlight. His shoe literally exploded. like blew up. Crazy. It's like, I guess it's like getting a blowout on the freeway or something in a car. Really, because he's such a big freaking dude. Here we go, moving to TMZ. Jesse Smollett, mugshot release. Cops about to explain arrest. So they're doing actually a live thing right now. You could see it on TMZ. It's live. So there you go if you're just into that, which is just silly stuff. Little Pump. I guess he must be a rapper. Body cam vid shows shouting match with cops before arrest. So there you go. If you're what's his name? Little Bump. And if you look at his mugshot here, man, dude. No, I'm not going to say anything, but he's got some serious tattoos on his face. And the third little one on here we'll do, Khloe Kardashian steps out after split with Tristan, breaks silence on IG, if you want to read that. Again, if you have nothing better to do in your life besides follow somebody else's life, yeah, I feel sorry for you, actually. Okay, moving over to my favorite channel, Travel Leisure. Here you go. Real quick, hey, if you want to live out your emerald fantasies and own a private island, there's one for sale in Ireland for $1.4 million. It's 80 acres. It's one of those badass looking, like, inhabited island. There's no beaches or anything, no really sandy beaches, but it's one of those ones that like rises up out of the thing where monks used to live. So 1.4 million, shit. I mean, that sounds pretty cheap to me. If you're anybody, I mean, there's so many rich people in this world that have 1.4 million. I'd just be like, give it to me, man. I'll take it. And just say I own an island. 1.4 million, shit. Can I get a loan for that? And we're going to end it at Travel Leisure with American Airlines is now offering helicopter transfers and private terminal service for passengers with the means from. They're going to start in LAX and in New York City. So if you got the bucks and right now, if you could book up to 6 people, you will get a transfer from this place, Blade. It was called. Hold on, I'm sorry, I didn't have that up. It's called Blade. Yeah, you're going to get a transfer from the Blade helicopter thing to the airport and get met with a nice flagship, American Airlines flagship Cadillac. So there you go. You heard it here first, and that'd be pretty cool actually, because I guess instead of having an hour and a half traffic going into the airport, 5-7 minutes, boom, you're there. All right, that's going to end it for this Thirsty Thursday. We will do our Facebook thing, and this is a pretty funny one. Now, the right-wing conservatives are not going to like this, but call in. Let's discuss it. This is from the Facebook page, Hate Liberals, ? Bite Me. That's literally it. It's at Hate LBM. Hate Liberals, Bite Me. So this is, I don't know if this could be fake news, but you'd have to prove it yourself. But here we go. It says, the intellectually lazy say both parties are basically the same. Since 1965, here you go, Democrats, 25 years in power, 3 indictments, 1 conviction, 1 prison sentence. Republicans, 28 years in power, 120 indictments, 89 convictions, 34 prison sentences. There you go. And then at the bottom it says, at real Donald Trump. At real Donald Trump is not done yet. There you go. So you heard it here. And again, I just love the name of the thing, Hate Liberals, Bite Me. And it's a picture of a pretty attractive woman. She has sunglasses on, and she has a Fox News shirt on, but instead of saying Fox News, it says FUCK News. There you go. You heard it here first. Okay, that's going to end it here. Please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show, here on the YouTube. And we will see you on Friday. Have a great Thirsty Thursday. Go out, have some drinks with your colleagues, happy hour, do something fun, enjoy life. Don't pay so much attention to this news. It really probably doesn't affect you when it's all said and done. And just remember, conservatives / Republicans do drugs. Not all of them, but I'm saying they do drugs. And liberals / Democrats, I had to think about that for a second, they own guns. They do. And they're patriotic. Yeah, they're patriotic. Can you believe that? Holy shit. Okay, that's going to be it. Ciao.